All right, guys. So in this section 12.1, it's all about sample techniques and misuses of statistics. And so we are going to try to study the statistics. We finished the chapter number 11 about the probabilities, and it's another part of this class Math 103 is to study statistics. But we are going to study statistics in a very, very simple way. Like before, we are dealing with a new kind of words, new definitions that you must remember absolutely well, because remember, in mathematics, what we are doing is we are learning a language. And if you have seen a lot of mathematical language, you study a lot of mathematical language since primary elementary school, obviously probability was a new one, and statistic is a new one also. So pay attention to try to remember the definition. And this problem number 1 is all about the defining the definitions. And so the art and science of gathering, analyzing, and making inferences. And inferences is a predictions. And I forgot the S right here. From numerical information obtained in an experiment is called, well, it's called statistics. That is the definition of statistics. Statistics. Okay? All right, let's jump on the problem number 5 now. What do we have on this problem number 5? Why do I put 2 and then 5? Problem number 5. So in this problem number 5, we have, I'm going to write the sentence and then I will go back to you. So in this problem number 5, it's all about finding the definitions related to a subset of population used by statisticians to make predictions about a population is called, and it's called a sample. Okay? It is very important to know these definitions because when you will deal with a problem, most of the time we are not going to, finding the definition is not what we are going to check. We are assuming that you have to know the definition in order for you to continue to the problem and solve the rest of the problem. If you obviously don't know the definition, you will be stuck, and that's not what that is expected. So obviously it's very important to know the definitions. Now, problem number 9. On this problem number 9, what do we have? I'm going to write the sentences and I will get back to you. Okay, so in this problem number 9, when a population is divided into parts called strata, for the purpose of drawing a sample, the procedure is known as stratified. Okay, so I would like to remind you that you must know what is a cluster, a sample that consists of a random selection of group or unit is called a cluster sample. You must know also what is convenience, systematic, what is a population. All item or people of interest in an experiment are collectively called a population. So that is very important for you to get this. Problem number 12. So in this problem number 12, every 10th Samsung televisions coming off an assembly line is checked for defect. So every 10, we are checking the every 10th Samsung television coming off an assembly is checked. What do we call, what is the definition? That is the definition of a sample technique. Okay, that is a definition of a sample technique. All right. Not sample technique, systematic sample. Why do I word sample technique? Systematic sample. Systematic sample. Systematic sample. Like to remind you the definition of systematic: when a sample is obtained by drawing every nth item, the sample is called a systematic sample. Okay? Problem number, after that, I think we have problem number 18. So on the problem number 18, the Food Drug Administrations randomly select 5 stores from each of 4 randomly selected sections of a large city and checked food item for freshness. These stores are used as a representative sample of the entire city, and that is going to be a cluster sample. Cluster sample. Remember what is the definition of cluster? A sample that consists of a random selection of group or unit. That is a sample. This is exactly what we have in this problem number 18. Finally, the problem number 25, and then it will be 32, the last one. On this problem number 25, what do we have? The 75% of all dentists, so we have 75% of all dentists recommend Shiny Smile toothpaste. Therefore, recommends Shiny toothpaste. We're just going to write toothpaste. What would be sufficient? Toothpaste. Therefore, this toothpaste is better than all other types of toothpaste. That's not easy for me to say. So I'd like to remind you the direction of the problem. When you go page 731, you have misinterpretation of statistics. So this problem number 25 is part of the following direction. Discuss the statement and tell what possible misuses or misinterpretation may exist. So I repeat, on this problem number 25, we have 75% of all dentists recommend Shiny toothpaste. Therefore, this toothpaste is better than all other type of toothpaste. Mainly the question is it because 75% of dentists recommend that toothpaste, that it means that this toothpaste is better than the other? Well, obviously, I hope you would agree with me that recommending a toothpaste, when you recommend a toothpaste, and there is an E at the end, doesn't mean that it's better than all the other toothpaste, okay? Does not mean that it is better than the other toothpaste. I would say that in order for me to say that it's better than the other toothpaste, I need way more than just saying that 75% of all dentists will recommend this toothpaste. And we could have this comment for anything. It's not because 75% of people are going to think that this car is better than the others, that this car is well, let me rephrase that. It's not because 75% of people are going to recommend that brand of car that this specific brand is better than the other. All right, last problem, number 32. Problem number 32, what do we have? More men than women are involved in automobile accident. Therefore, women are better drivers. can we accept that, or can we argue on that sentence? I'd like to repeat you the sentence. More men than women are involved in automobile accident. Therefore, women are better driver. So maybe what we need to focus on is what are the other, how can I say that? What are the other information? So what are the others informations we may want to look at in order, what are the other informations we may want to look at in order to argue the statement that says that more men than women are involved in automobile accident, therefore women are better driver. Well, one of them could be that men are driving more than women. So most likely they have more chance to have an accident, right? And secondly, we could say that men may drive or are driving in worse weather condition than women. So therefore, that increases their chance to have an accident. So we cannot conclude that because men have more accident than women, that means that women are better driver. Okay, guys, so the whole concept of this chapter number 12.1, it's all about trying to be able to, first of all, know the definitions of population described, inferential statistics, what is a sample, what does that mean, systematic, random, cluster, stratify, or convenience. But it's also trying to have a look at statement and try to make sure that there is no misinterpretation or misuses of the statistics. So we're done with this chapter 12.1, and I will start to do another video for the chapter 12.2 and 12.3. Thank you, guys.